The 2024 Nobel Prize for Literature has been named. South Korean author Han Kang is this year's recipient, making history as the first Asian woman to win the Literature Nobel in its 123-year history. Joining us now to talk about the award is Palma, Nobel Committee member. Welcome. Can you talk about Han's work and why she was the perfect person to receive the prize in literature this year?
Well, the literary universe of Han Kang is very rich and complex, spanning several different genres, and she writes this really intense lyrical prose that can be both brutal and tender, sometimes even slightly surreal. And she's also an author that has great integrity and courage, and very inventive and inspiring to read.
How would you say her work speaks to the world's biggest challenges?
Well, one of her main themes is trauma or traumatic experience. Either she writes about it on a more individual level, or she writes about the big political, historical events that can traumatize a whole nation for generations. And I would say her focus is mainly how to survive. How do we live with our scars and our losses? How do we honor the dead? How do we remember them? And I mean, these are questions that are very urgent for a lot of people in this world. So I think she's very important.
What typically goes into selecting the winner of the prize in literature? Can you walk us through the process?
Well, it's a rather long process. We start with around 200 names. There are several people all around the globe that have a right to nominee, people for the literary candidates to the literary prize, and we go through them and we sort of pick out another list of around 20-25 names, and in the end of May, we have a list of 5 candidates that are the finalists, and then they will be read by the Swedish Academy. 18 members of the Academy reads them, and then we decide in the autumn. So that's how we're doing it.
And the Nobel Prize is so revered around the world. What does it mean to be part of something so respected for you?
Well, it's a great honor, obviously, and also a great responsibility. This is actually my first year as a member of the Swedish Academy and as a member of the Nobel Committee. So it's been very intense and very inspiring. And I mean, the prize, I think, has such an importance also because it is actually the candidates are selected by their peers. So it's not a political prize, it's not a national prize, it's a prize for the people who are actually working with science or literature. And I mean, Alfred Nobel, he created this prize because he had a vision of a world at peace, and that could be, achieved by exploring and promoting scientific progress and cultural progress. So I think that's a beautiful vision that we maybe all share.
Nobel Committee member Palma, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.